and the nights are drawn out long.
Good afternoon, Dota fans. Welcome to your live coverage of this best of one between Team Killburn and Team Hull for the qualifiers of the first stage of the UK Gaming League tournament. We're your hosts, WWW Casting. I'm Whiskey. I'm co-casting with my friend here, Water, otherwise known as Chris and Basil. So without further ado, let's get into the draft. Let me just change this up. Alrighty then. University of Hull. Elder Titan is the first ban. Oh, OD. I was not expecting this. Expecting more of a pre 6.79 like pick ban kind of approach with Wisp and Bat. It looks like these guys know what they want out of the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright. Killburn to ban.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I think these are pretty safe bans now. Elder Titan and OD are just way too strong in the current meta. ET can just do so much, and OD almost always wins mid. And a Darkseer. Now this is a pre 6.79. This is a pre TI3 banning material. This guy was banned or picked almost all of the time. He's just so damn popular. And an H Prophet, Basil, Water. You must be so damn upset about this ban. You do not get to see your favorite hero in motion. How do you feel about that?
I feel it's just a normal ban, to be honest. It's a very strong pushing hero, and if you're not up to defend against a pushing lineup, he's one of the most.
You're reacting to it like it's a respect ban from you or something. Well, Team Killburn will take this opportunity to pick up the Bat Rider, so that's a very strong mid, or alternatively an off lane if they want. Hull has gone for the Naga Siren. Some great initiation there, and let's see what they go for to support that.
Well, Bat has always been a great off-laner, and to be honest, after the 6.79 changes, makes off-laning much easier, and I think if they want to send them off-lane, they'll be able to get some good levels and gold on him quite early on.
You can expect to see Bat in the jungle as well, although not many competitive teams do this, jungle Bat. Although if you do a jungle Bat, you can probably get a Blink Dagger within the 10-12 minute mark, which could be great if University of Hull do something like a 4 protect one. But let's see. Both teams already started to eat into their bonus time. There's a lot on the line here. You can tell the pressure must be getting to everyone. Oh.
Well, it's the first game of the tournament for both these teams. They want to get off with a good start. And
yep, that's true. Unfortunately, look, University of Hull is facing with a stand-in. They've got a stand-in for their first game, which is not good. But hopefully we see some. Oh, and it's the Jakiro pickup. Jakiro is a very interesting hero choice. This hero has been buffed recently in the latest patch, hasn't he? With his Liquid Fire now being castable instead of it being an auto cast kind of thing, which will make it great for taking towers. Oh, and Team Killburn taking the Rubik. Now, is that to counter the Song? I don't feel it is. It must be they must be looking for just an all-round versatile support. I feel
definitely, and it's really easy to stop Rubik stealing the Song, because while you're in Song, you could easily cast the second spell, prevent him from stealing it.
Yeah.
But he's a strong support and a great one of that.
So Team Killburn straight away ban out the Balna, and I think this is a good ban from Team Killburn, because to be perfectly honest, Bat Rider mid, he wins lane against almost every single hero, whereas a Balinar mid, or even let's say a Warlock mid or some other kind of mid, could just sit in the lane and soak up experience, occasionally getting the last hits out of using his Void or something, and literally just waiting for Nightfall as an opportunity to go and gank other lanes. So I think this is a good ban from Team Killburn.
Definitely, and with Nightfall now being much more frequent,
it
makes it very hard for your carry to farm safely. when the Balina is off the map.
That's
Could
true.
get ganked at any time.
That's
and
true.
He'd have to leave lane, sit near tower, and lose a lot of XP and
Mm.
gold.
Then the University of Hull will counterban with a Nyx assassin, followed by a troll from Team Q. That's a bit strange. The troll ban it's not something I anticipated, but the Nyx ban is quite interesting as well because he's actually seen a lot less popularity since his stun was reworked post 6.79. Right, his stun is now targeted, so it's
not targeted anymore.
it's
a
not.
ground
It's a
stun.
ground stun. Sorry. That's what I meant.
And with that, many of the professionals are finding it difficult to adapt and stun.
And that's purely down to the fact that it's harder to do your combo of Vendetta and Impale. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I see. I see.
And anti-mage, great hero.
Anti-mage.
So getting rid. And especially with the team.
Alright, so the University of Hull will use the opportunity to pick up their carry. Now, I'm assuming that this is their carry because we have seen competitively, for example, Puppy and the like playing a support alchemist, which is interesting. But they've taken the alchemist for a carry role. I'm assuming a Weaver from Team Killburn. This is interesting. So,
Be interested to see the lineup they face, whether they go for a 3-1-1 or a 2-1-2 with the recent buff to the off lane.
yes.
Many teams are going for 2 in the off lane rather than a try lane in the easy lane with 1 off lane.
So now the teams are using up very little actually of their pick time and their bonus time. I feel like they have already kind of got a sense of who's playing what and what they want to do. They're not doing much. There's not much of a reactionary pick and ban sequence going on here. It's more like they're just deciding. So this is going to be the final ban for Team Killburn. Now, what would wreck their lineup here? What do you think, Basil? What would be the number one ban from Team Killburn?
5 seconds.
What would they be most terrified of? Now, University of Hull, they've got their mid, they've got their carry. They need the offlaner. That's what they do. They need the offlaner. I think the Bounty Hunter is a smart ban from Team
Definitely, I
Killburn.
was just thinking
Yep,
they're all
that's
very
fair.
weak heroes,
Yep,
low HP.
the Furion is out, the Darkseer is out, and the Lone Druid is a very particular hero who, to be honest, I feel would have been picked up much earlier in the draft pick phase. Now, University of Hull realizes that Team Killburn have actually got 3 prospective offlaners, which is interesting. Timbersaw is going to be the pickup from them.
Brilliant team pick.
So is this going to be a Timbersaw off lane, Templar Assassin mid, with the Alchemist Jack and Naga in easy lane? I feel like this is what they'd run.
This could work, or they could opt to give Timbersaw a bit of easier time and send one of the supports with him.
Yeah. Now since the patches change, it's actually much easier for them to run dual lanes. It makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So
definitely.
it's Team Killburn for the final pick.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So time for the final pick for Team Killburn.
And it's
Oh,
obviously
okay.
going for. I think they're going to go for a carry role here. Just
You think?
waiting it to see what they're going to.
I mean, I think a support windrunner is interesting, but I think that as an off lane, she adds quite a bit. I think this is going to be a support of some kind. I mean, even something like a silencer would be ideal for me, because I love the hell out of that hero.
Definitely,
but,
and the other team, University of Hull, have gone for a lot of nukers with a lot of spells in the game.
Yeah.
And the silencer would go really well with Team Killburn's lineup.
I think it would be great to counter initiate the Naga song. You know, as soon as the Naga song pops and the song finishes, you just counter with a silencer ulti, and suddenly everything is shifted up, and it should give the Team Killburn opportunity to counter initiate. But we'll see what their pickup is. It could be anything. Many heroes would actually work in the situation, and it's actually a Spectre. So what I feel this is a carry Spectre easy lane with a Rubik Windrunner support, Weaver off lane, and Batrider mid.
Yes.
Right?
That could work.
I feel like this is quite a greedy lineup from Team Killburn, I must say, because the Windrunner needs not necessarily farm, but needs levels. Is it not at this stage? So we're going to head straight into the game now. We're going to see.
Prepare for battle.
It's loading. So you wanna? On University of Hull side, we've got the Mango's playing the Alchemist carry role. We've got the TA on Nort, their captain, going mid. We've got Poog on the Timbersaw, probably going off lane. Stand-in Shy on the Jakiro, and Chonks on the Naga Siren. I'm going to assume that these.
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Somebody actually died.
Right off the bat.
Just fixing some sound issues, guys, and it looks like Alchemist is going to pick up the Weaver. I must say this is some great teamwork from Hull, you know, coordination with the Naga Net, the Alchemist Stun, and the Jakiro Dust. However, he will have run out of Dust, so he'll need to be buying more now. Invis Rune goes to Timbersaw, coming down bottom lane.
Looking at the last hits, none of these players stand out as having a really great time, but it looks like Spectre's winning on last hits against the Alchemist, which will make the life easier because you need to have a good start as a Spectre against the Alchemist because of his Grievous Greed. He's going to catch up really quickly.
That is true. Grievous Greed helps Alchemist stay in the game until it's almost impossible to win. But I must say that despite not having the CS, he does have that kill to his name. So if we take a look at the net worth over here, Alchemist is actually, well, he's actually just behind or about level with the Spectre. What items does the Spectre? Oh, and it looks like Batrider is going to fall. Batrider is going to get a second kill off on the TA. This lane is not going well. This is a very hard lane for the Temporal Assassin to win. I feel like they could do with a support rotation out from the easy lane. Now that the Weaver has been killed, I feel like they should put a sentry down, let Alchemist farm, and they should send the Naga ideally to, you know, net down the Batrider. I think the negative armor from her Riptide would definitely help synergize with TA to net a kill in mid.
Yes,
if this went down.
You do need you do need a kill really quickly on Bat Rider to stop him before he snowballs out of control.
That is true, but I feel that Bat Rider has a potential to snowball, but I feel like TA has a much greater, is much more scary when snowballed than a TA. I feel like the Bat Rider is limited sort of about his flaming lasso, the cooldown of that, whereas the TA, you get a good level advantage, a good gold advantage, some items, and you go wreck lanes. So I feel like this is the case. But anyway, we'll see the Bat Rider picking up the haste rune. Now this is terrifying on a Bat Rider, and it looks like he's going to be heading straight for mid, straight for the TA. He's bottled up, he's got his charges, he wants it, he wants something. The TA melts, he goes straight for the lasso and out into the mid lane. Is he going to get the kill?
This could be.
Yep, I think this is it. This has to be it. This has to be another kill. Killing spree for Bat Rider. He is now well on his way to his Blink Dagger. In fact, he's actually on the 100 gold. I misunderstood the net worth. So he's still a little bit away. Maybe regretting those boots he picked up. But lane is definitely being won by the Bat Rider in mid.
Definitely.
I do feel like a rotation should. Well, actually I do feel like a rotation would be ideal, and if not from the Naga, from the Jakiro, because I feel like this lane is, although the CS wise Alchemist is now on the top of the board, I feel like he isn't accomplishing as much as he could be. The Weaver, I feel, could die again, as he's not level 6 yet, and they've got a lot of setup for killing him off. The Weaver should be not here, should be pushed back to his tower.
Definitely, and I think they decided to lose mid, give it up, and focus on giving Alchemist his farm, hoping that he'll be able to carry them to the win.
Now, how do you feel about the build from Alchemist? He's gone straight for the phase boost. It looks like he wants to go for kills early on, and this might be the right call. With the mid lane not going so well, he might be needed to actually get out there and gank. It's very different from the Chinese style of playing Alchemist, which is obviously to farm, wait till you're 6 slotted and go for it. But that's a bit of a preemptive dust there. I was just gonna harass him away. But how do you feel about it?
Well, I think the phase boost give him extra damage, helps him with last hit in lane, and like you said, it gives him a bit more damage when they're going for the Weaver.
I see.
But I think, like you said, they have to go early. They have to try to get him to snowball because they've lost mid. TA is having a horrible time. They have to do something about that.
Yeah, I see. So let's take a look at mid again. Yeah, the TA is pushed way back to a tower. Refraction is absolutely useless, and unfortunately it looks like they've maxed it, but it doesn't. I don't think he's going to do much against a Bat Rider once he wants to kill. And look, he's going to go for one again. Refraction's broken. The napalm is there. He's just chasing him down. He pops the illusion rune. It's got to be. It's another kill, dominating for the Bat Rider. It looks like he's having a very fun time for himself off in mid lane. For the easy lanes on either side, it looks like the game is pretty much at a stalemate. Both offlaners are being pushed back to their towers, but they are soaking up experience. The Timbersaw having noticeably more last hits than the Weaver, but that's just because, well, he's got that whirling death to be able to kind of get things away. Whereas the Weaver is probably pretty scared to come close after that. Those two dusts has been kind of corralled back towards his tower.
Definitely, and the Weaver is much weaker hero in terms of HP and armor, and has to stay back, not go up for last hits.
I must say, this is quite good rune control. I don't think a rune has actually been missed. I think actually the majority of them have been taken by the Bat Rider by pushing the towers, by pushing the wave back, and generally feeling this TA feel pressured. An early Vanguard picked up by the Spectre. In fact, it looks like he rushed it. Now this tells me that he wants to get his 6 and he wants to get a fighting build. Well, with the new changes after 6, 7, 9, he's able to actually switch from illusion to illusion, so Definitely. It's going to be quite potent like this. Now the Bat Rider is coming up for a gank.
Yeah, with the haste rune.
Yep.
And Radiant Dire spotted it, and they were all back to their tower.
Yes. So it was spotted by the TA's traps. So this is kind of thwarted Bat Rider's plan, but TA himself has actually gone off to to chase him, so he didn't actually get that much farm. But now he's coming straight for him. He's gonna leave the flame break there. He's gonna lasso him. I think this is another kill. It's quite far back. Kill. He's got 2 stacks off. Make it third. That's a dead knot. That's got to be. Yep. Yep. So that's Bat Rider with a mega kill, and now he has a blink dagger up. I feel like that now with this sentry ward, they could definitely get a kill off, and it looks like Naga's gonna go for it. But where's the rest? Oh, unfortunately, there must be a miscommunication from the team there in not securing that kill. The Weaver with very little mana would have almost certainly been bursted down by the damage from those 3.
Definitely, and I think the team are regretting not helping TA mid early on. Now but Bat has the blink dagger. He's just gonna make life horrible for everyone. And we saw the moment he started to head towards top lane, they had all to move back towards the tower.
Yes.
We can see
Timbersaw picking up his arcane boots. Now Alchemist post level 6 has changed the way his ulti works. The mechanisms of his ulti is a bit different now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit different. He doesn't get the health boost he used to from the ulti, but his HP regen is much higher. It allows him to stay in lane longer.
Yes, it's true. Now I feel like this actually makes him less battle ready than before, because prior to the patch, Alchemist was able to get the HP boost, and he'd actually be able to take that extra 300 HP, be tanky, go in there, team fight, soak up some damage. Whereas now it's more of a sustained team fight kind of build. He wants to stay around there for a while. He wants to actually see some damage. Now the Bat Rider is going to go initiate on the Timbersaw. Is this going to be a kill? He's got the Timber Chain, but there's too much burst, far too much burst. Now the Timbersaw is going to fall. This is looking to be a fairly lopsided game. If we take a look at the difference in gold earn, it's looking to be 1,000 in favor of the Radiant on Team Killburn, and 2,000 experience. Although it looks like a gank is going to go down on the Weaver, and the Weaver is going to fall. Didn't have enough mana for ulti, unfortunately, and it was a combination of good play from the Riptide, the Jack stun, and the Alchemist stun in order to finish that off. So that's a much needed kill for Team Hull. And it went to the best lane it could go on, to be perfectly honest. The lane is now achieving a fair bit. So we look back in mid lane. Bat Rider has come to say hello again to the Templar Assassin, and it looks like he's going to be chased down. He doesn't care. No bottle, no nothing, no ulti, but he's just gonna chase him down. Will he regret this? I think he might. He is. So that is a mega kill finished for the Bat Rider, picked up by Nord on the TA for an extra 670, and that is most definitely a rage buyback. Although Bat Rider does have his ulti now, so he could go for a return kill with his ulti up, but no, the TA is going to head straight back. He saw the buyback, and he didn't want any part of that lane anymore. So instead, the Bat Rider is going to come up towards the easy lane on the Hull side. Now, if he can pick off the Alchemist, I think that'd be very big. Let's see how is he going to do it.
I think he's given up.
It looks like the TA has come to provide some backup. Now there's 4 on this top lane for Hull. I think they could wrap around and go for the Weaver. It looks like they're going to secure the jungle. Barra doesn't like this anymore and is now backing off. The Weaver would probably do well to retreat slightly as well, but it looks like he's going to be caught out. Nope, the dust is propped a little too slow. The stun does not hit, and unfortunately this is a little bit wasted. Yes, so that's unfortunate timing for the Sentry Ward to have run out. They went in there essentially a little blind, but hopefully the lane can go better in mid or off lane. Off lane, it looks like their tower has in fact fallen. The Timbersaw has only 20 CS compared to the off laner on the Team Killburn side is only 9-2 as well. So despite having a greedy build, they're seemingly being allowed to get away with it, which is great if you're Team Killburn.
Yeah, Team Killburn, although having a horrible time in off lane, are making it work with their easy lane. Their carries getting some farm on him, and the mid having the best of times against the TA. Yes,
that's true. I don't think you could say it any differently. Their mid is definitely having the best of times against TA, and it looks like the Weaver is out there counter warding and warding, spotting out this observer ward from the enemy, but seemingly hasn't seen it with the sentry. So
Dire's middle
They'll have to pick one of those up in order to de-ward this. The TA wants it, and TA gets, but oh, the Naga is here. This should be a dead Bat Rider with the supports. Now this is what I'm talking about. Some nice follow up. That's great. So the Jakiro and the Naga help secure TA survival and kill off the Bat Rider, which is a very important kill because I feel like the Bat Rider was the hero that was making the largest difference in Team Killburn's composition.
For sure, and he already bought back. Now he has to sit on the sideline with the extra time. And
now I think this is one of the first runes that actually has been picked up by Team Hull. Hopefully they can make some use of it. Naga comes round. She's gonna go for an illusion. She's gonna make some illusions. She's gonna go for the Spectre. I feel like she could have gone for the Rubik and maybe secured something, but she just didn't have enough mana to go for it. She does have her ulti now, so hopefully we can see some great initiation from them. In fact, it looks like everyone bar Spectre and Rubik have their ultis up, so it looks like Team Killburn actually had a harder time in terms of gaining experience in lane. That's most likely due to the lack of kills on the Weaver. It looks like I just missed the Alchemist picking up a solo kill on the Windrunner. Looks like a simple stun combo, picking off the Windrunner. Whereas mid, it looks like Weaver is facing off against the Templar Assassin, just doing some harass. But the refraction is going to be very good against the Weaver, unless he levels up the Swarm in order to counter that. So it looks like the lanes have shifted up a little bit now. The easy lane from before has rotated down, and it looks like they want to put some pressure on this tower, which so far hasn't seen any damage to it yet.
yes,
And it looks like
they're giving Jakiro some time to farm,
yes.
get some levels, and hopefully some increase their team fighting ability.
So we take a look at this. Bat Rider now has his ulti, and he probably wants to pick off. The Timbersaw is quite difficult to burst down, but he's actually fairly low, so I'm not sure if the Bat Rider wants to go for it. He's probably looking for a juicier target, most likely this Naga.
But with Timbersaw in this lane, he's up against a few magical nukes. He'll easily go down if they get their combos off.
And he goes for it, securing the song is a bit too late from the Naga, unfortunately. Chunks blows a little late. He's going to have to use it to just retreat out of lane. But at least they won't be able to chase and kill him. The Bat Rider is playing very aggro and wants it, but I don't think this is going to accomplish much. Alchemist is he's enjoying his lane. He's got a quick Shadow Blade up. It looks like he's ready for some ganks. Looks like he's having a little man fight play date with the Weaver. Now this regeneration is quite impressive. When you see this, he's basically fountain regen. It looks like they're diving Chunks, the Naga in the top lane, but it looks like Bat Rider has been off more than he can chew. Can they finish him off? The Naga will fall. Macapire dropped. The Bat Rider gets away over the cliffs. Shy is gonna fall to the damage from Rubik, and it looks like Alchemist is here now to say hello. They are on the chase, but they don't have any slow. Alchemist has got a second off his stun. He's going to pop it now. He's going to get ready for the stun. The Shackle will miss. They're chasing down. I think this is a dead Spectre. This is a dead Spectre. Bat Rider here wants to do something, but it looks like nothing will be achieved. They'll have to back off from this.
And I feel with these rotations, the University of Hull having some ability to bring it back.
Yes,
they've got a few
definitely.
kills under their belt and
Definitely. And
a few more CS.
That's true. And I'll note that now the Alchemist has got almost 3k gold, so that's time for a nice little pickup should he choose to get something. What do you think he'll be taking here?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He should go for a quick AC build.
Quick AC, like a battle build or something like
a
this?
battle
I
build,
see.
and it will help them take down towers and help them in team fights.
I see.
Are fortified. Radiant's bottom
Looks like this is a well-secured tower for University of Hull. But they want to contest it. The Bat Rider jumps in and takes the TA away. I feel like the TA wasn't as good a target as the Alchemist or the Naga, but it looks like Alchemist is going to pick up a kill. He's gonna start a spree off on that. He's going to get away thanks to that Shadow Blade. It's already starting to pay for itself. The Weaver has been sent back, and it looks like Team Killburn will defend their tower from falling, but the Alchemist lives. I feel like they've won this engagement, but the Bat Rider dying is definitely not a good idea. It's not paid off for them, seeing as the Bat Rider has the highest level in the game, and it's allowing them to most definitely catch up in experience.
Definitely, they're catching up in experience, and the Bat Rider started off really well. I think got overconfident and is paying for it now.
Yes. So in mid lane, we haven't talked much about this Weaver. It looks like he's going for a Lincoln's as fast as humanly possible, but it looks like he's been given a sort of support role, buying the obs wards. I'm curious as to where he's gonna drop this ward. He might. No.
I think his really slow start forced him to go into a support build.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to work with the greedy build. He wasn't able to get any farm on him, and now they're just pushing him down the pecking order.
That is true. This is a very interesting build from Spectre. It looks like she's going Vlad's. How do you feel about Vlad's on Spectre?
Well, she's going for an early fight in Spectre, trying to have team fights and win the game before Alchemist comes into fighting shape. And that can only be done with early game items like the Vlad's and her.
The illusions, the haunt.
The illusions, yes.
Now I feel like Naga has been blowing her ulti in inopportune moments this game so far. I've noticed she used it twice to escape, whereas I feel that University of Hull would greatly benefit from using that ulti as a setup for what is essentially their great team fight. I feel like they have much greater team fight potential than TK, but I feel like a lot of that hinges on the initiation from the Naga sleep.
I agree, and I think Naga's being caught out many times with low HP and having to use the ulti to get away rather than use it in an offensive manner, which will win in team fights.
That
and
is
they do
true.
need that to catch up.
That is true. It could be that they're a little bit on the back foot here, what with the game not going so well at the start for them, but it looks like they are picking up the pace, so hopefully with some added deeps they can actually bring it back. Now Rubik is going to actually pick up a gem. I think this is a great idea because they realize that they need to pick off the Alchemist before he starts becoming a problem, and that is already starting to be the case. He's already picked up his Hyperstone. He's going for that fast AC like you actually said would be his ideal build. So let's see if they can actually use this gem and actually secure a kill on the Alchemist.
I think they're going for the Alchemist right now. They've seen him farming the top lane.
Oh, they must know where he is. Yes, yes, they must know where he is. So with two in bottom lane and the Naga in mid, I feel like this is ideal for them to be pushing this tower. You know, try and entice a response out from the Alchemist and get kind of a vision of him. I'm not sure if University of Hull realize that they actually have a gem, but it'd basically be horrible for the TA and Alchemist. The Alchemist more than anything, seeing as he might use the Shadow Blade to initiate on this, and if so, he will have a very bad time. Yeah, it looks like he's going to initiate with the Shadow Blade, and it looks like he's going to spot it on, but it looks like no reaction from TK, and the Rubik is going to get eaten up straight away. The gem is on the deck now. Batrider comes in, wants to kick off. He takes the Alchemist, but he's just too tanky, not going anywhere. The Windrunner is going to retreat, but it looks like he's going to be meat as well for the Alchemist stun. Alchemist stuns and he's going to chop it off in just a few hits. One more. Yep, Alchemist is now godlike. And it looks to me like that was just a bit of them being caught unawares. They had the gem, they had the vision.
And Rubik was the one with the gem, was the one caught out. So
yeah.
It's surprising to see him not notice the Alchemist. He could have easily lifted him and disabled him, stopping him from using that.
So I get we assume that the University of Hull were not aware that the gem had been picked up, but it seems like they check items inventories more often than we do. So I guess I'm wrong about that. So this game is looking to be much more of a stalemate now than it had seemed 10 minutes ago. In fact, the actual XP graphs, the gold gun has swung right back down to Dire's favor, and that's pretty much down to Mungo with his net worth, which is standing at about 11k right now. So this is that difference. He's already about 4k above the Spectre alone. So actually the goal difference is the Alchemist alone.
And he's already picked up his AC and looking to build a Skull Basher, I assume.
I think it may be a Skull Basher. Yes, that's probably the best build for him at this moment in time. Now it looks like the Batrider wants it, but he can't get the lasso. He cannot get the lasso off, and he's going to have to retreat. Jakiro is going to land a stun. Naga is going to get shackled. The Alchemist is dancing around. Rubik is going to die to Macapire by standing in the front. And he gets the last hit. Alchemist gets the last hit. He's focusing now on Zeus, on the Spectre. Looks like Nort might drop down. Yeah. Oh, he gets the TP out. Alchemist gets the stun. Huge plays from the Alchemist and the TA. Huge play.
That was TA's first BKB, he used his 10-second charge to get away.
Yeah, but I think
Possibly
it was worth it. They won the engagement. He lived enough to see the win of the engagement, and basically and then left as soon as his time was up. Now this has got to be another kill for Alchemist. If you can go and secure it with just a few right clicks, you can secure. Yes, there we go. So the Alchemist has secured it. And the Batrider, I don't think should fall because of the Firefly. He should be able to escape. He's gonna pick up the Timbersaw on his way. This is good play from the Batrider. Well, he's done very well, and he did pick up the gem. So this is good. This is quite important as well. What with the TA who can meld, the Alchemist who can Shadow Blade, and the Weaver. Oh no, the Weaver is on Team Killburn. I feel like at that engagement that we just witnessed, it hinged on the Batrider not being able to get the lasso off, and that is, in my opinion, due to that after the patch, they made the latch range for the Flaming Lasso shorter, so you actually have to be physically closer to the opponent in order for Flaming Lasso to hit. So I think what happened here is that the Batrider must have misjudged the distance, and unfortunately not being able to reach the Temporal Assassin, and that's what caused the confusion.
And Investor of Hull were very quick to react. He had to retreat rather than move forward towards the TA with everyone coming closer. And we see the Alchemist now pick up the Scarbasher. I think he's in great fighting shape.
So we look at the kills on the leaderboard. Alchemist is in the lead with 12 kills and no deaths so far. Batrider has had a great start, has died a few times, but is still holding his own with 7 and 3. But it feels like the kills for Team Killburn are on the wrong heroes.
Definitely, they need Spectre to be in the game. They need him to be able to get those kills, to get that extra XP and gold, and be able to match the Alchemist. But he's not being able to do that.
Exactly.
But with the Alchemist at 12 and 0, he's beyond godlike, and his streak will be quite a lot of money once they're able to get it. And if they do so, it will help them catch up.
Now this was a great play by Team Killburn. They synchronized the Spectre ulti with the Batrider Blink and Lasso to ensure a kill.
They actually got 2 kills. They picked up the Timbersaw at the end of that engagement.
Yep, they picked up both of them, which are important kills. But I feel like the most important kill right now is the Alchemist, and I feel like the Spectre is in dire need of some more farm. She needs to finish this Radiance that she's working towards.
She's decided to go against finishing off her Vlad's and decided to build the Radiance.
And I think this is a good decision, because I don't think that enough of the team benefit from Vlad's for it to be a viable pickup. I think that Radiance is better for team fight. She's the only one that's going to benefit from the Vlad's. And this is a sleep song initiation we're seeing from the Naga. The Alchemist is going to get his stun off. No, he's going to in last minute get the stun off. They finish off the Windrunner, and then they're going for the Batrider. Can they take him? Yes, they've with the ensnare and the Ice Path, they're sure to pick him up. Now, beyond godlike on the Alchemist with 13 kills to his name. His Basher is finished. I think he must be going for a BKB next, and with that BKB, he will be unstoppable. Except for the Batrider Lasso is the only way they'll be able to kill him.
And I assume even with the Batrider Lasso, they don't have enough burst damage to bring him down. With his ulti being such a high regen. Yeah,
precisely. So now the University of Hull have gone to do a Roshan, and Team Killburn don't have any vision. They cannot contest. I don't think they were aware. But even if they were aware, with Batrider down. And no Spectre ulti, I don't think they could have contested that anyway. It was too risky for them.
No, and the Age is now an Alchemist. Even if they do bring them down, they still have to go through that whole thing all over again.
Yep. So the Alchemist now with Age is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's about 1,000 gold away from his BKB. Whereas if we take a look, maybe the Spectre has finished her Radiance. Now farming H. I think this is a very important pickup. Now that it's finished, maybe they can go for some sustained team fights. But I feel like she's still not tanky enough to man fight the Alchemist. I think if he wanted to and he focused her, the Alchemist would be able to burst down the Spectre very quickly.
Definitely, with 1,200 HP, with very little regen, she's not going to be able to last long against the Alchemist. And here we see the Batrider again miss his lasso because of, like you said, the range on it.
Yes, and it's a good shackle shot by the Windrunner. Oh, I'm missing everything. But it looks like the team fight begins now. Mongols is coming in, and he cleans up the Zeus. He cleans up Spectre very quickly. Finishes off the Rubik. Can he get the Batrider as well? Just a few more hits.
It's that Bat one pops the one.
Bat pots the one. He Shadow Blades for the extra move speed, and he finishes him off. Now he can easily dive the Windrunner. Windrunner doesn't have any mana left. He's gonna finish up the Windrunner, and it's an ultra kill for the Alchemist. It's a rampage. The Weaver comes in last minute and goes for the and gives the rampage. So the Alchemist now has finished off all 5. He's gonna push his tower down. Aegis hasn't popped. He's got his BKB, 18-0. Can he be stopped, Basil? That's the question.
Well, he's got confidence. He's got the items to support him, and they're going high ground now. I don't think he's going to be stopped. And I have to say, right now, I feel foolish for suggesting they should have left the Alchemist. They've supported him, they've defended him well in top lane, and he's been able to pay that back with the team fight.
He's been able to pay back tenfold. Feel bad for the Spectre with the Radiance pickup. She's all dressed up and nowhere to go. Hopefully they can defend this Rax from falling, but we'll have to see how it pans out. They'll fall back for now, but Bat Rider is dead and has no ulti. Alchemist turns around and goes to wrap around, but a great shackle shot from the Windrunner. Can they both pop BKB? Can they fight this? I don't think they can. Not anymore. The Rubik falls. The Spectre is not far off. That Radiance is definitely giving away position, and he finishes them off with the trap to give him vision. Bat Rider is here, has his ulti. He wants something, but the Naga sleep comes and they can reposition. Now this is the perfect time for the Naga sleep to have popped off. It saved them. Bat Rider blinks back as soon as possible, but unfortunately he's clustered with the Weaver. Both fall along with the dust, and that has got to be some spectacular play. The GG is called by Delta on the Bat Rider. GG, well played for everyone. Well, that was a great game.
Great game. Great start for Team Killburn, but they weren't able to capitalize on that, and they weren't able to get the kills on opponent heroes. And I feel it just broke down after a few good early plays from them. I must say
the Alchemist snowboard. They had good supports, good rotations from University of Hull. It was a hard-fought battle, but 1-1 then less by University of Hull. All right, GG. All right, thanks for tuning on to the cast, guys. We've been your hosts, Whiskey and Water, Chris and Basil. Well, that's it for today. We were only casting a best of 1, but maybe we'll be casting more in the future, so stay tuned.